Now I'm going to use this other camera to make this video with the transferring of the crayons. This is the Spirograph crayon set, and it's actually a very nice set. This is a reclosable container, so great that you can put the crayons back into it. Now this is what I would like to be able to do. Color the image and take the image, put an iron on the back of it, and hope the crayon transfers. I don't think that's going to happen, but I'm going to try it. So I've got a dry iron on medium heat, and in this case, if this works, the image would be transferring the crayon, and the excess wax would actually be going into the paper that I drew it on. But I'm not sure that's going to happen. In other words, I'm not sure the crayon will transfer very well. And that's what I was afraid of. It did, but it's very pale. Okay, so there's one method that you would think would be the easiest, but isn't. Now here, by the way, there's no black in this set. They use purple, which means they really thought about this art-wise, because purple was my black for about 40 years, and I only started using black recently simply because it was easier, but in almost all of my fine art work there's no black. It's purple or dark blue. I used their purple and outlined a spirograph, and now I'm going to do the same thing and try and transfer that crayon to the fabric. And I think what's going to happen is you'll get a very pale image, just like on the other one. And it is. It's even more pale than the other. And purple's a funny color, especially in wax. I happen to make my own wax crayons, and purple usually melts. So I don't know how they make their crayons, probably with, I'm hitting a mental block, but not with a lot of beeswax, which means it's not melting the same way like my crayons would. So I think the best way that it's going to be to do this is use a transfer pencil for cross stitch or needlepoint. And this one is made by I can't read it. Something Studio iron-on transfer pencil. And I've used those for a lot of years. I'll find them and put a link in the information section. But I've gone over the outline of this one with that transfer pencil. And this is in another video of mine on Spirograph, on transferring a Spirograph image to cross stitch, which I have done before. And I've got from somewhere crayon melting on my ironing board cover. So I should have put brown paper down. And I do have steam on that. Now that, even though it looks pale in the camera, is all legible. You may not see it because of the light of the camera, but I can see the design, and you can see how some crayon melted from somewhere. It must have been the orange or the red. So so I would get this transfer pencil, and I would transfer your original Spirograph using the transfer pencil, and then go over it and color it. So after you do that, when you have it looking like this, you then, it'll be your fabric that looks like that. You then take the fabric with your colored design on it, place it on brown paper. And keep doing this until the excess wax comes out. I think that's going to be the best way to do it. So you need, it might be Aunt Martha's, I don't know, a transfer pencil for cross stitch or needlepoint, outline your spirograph design, transfer that to a block, and then color the actual block in, and then remove the wax by pressing the fabric block face down on brown paper. That will be the best way to transfer or actually get a spirograph design onto the quilt so that you can then color it and then remove the excess wax.